taking up space. I love it. I'm an architect, I know everything about space. But it's here talking about the courage to be seen, heard, and unapologetic. So let's first take it back to the theme of the entire event. We talked about unleash. What does unleash mean? Unleash is bringing out something that was already there. We're not going to bring something from the sky. You are unleashing. It means it's coming out from within. It was restrained in the past. So let's ask ourselves, what is in you waiting for permission? To be honest, you cannot unleash when you're still shrinking. And for most of us, shrinking has become a lifestyle. Before I go on, let me tell you a story. A story about a young lady called Andrea. Andrea was born third out of 5 children, and so she believed that even by her birth order, she was meant to be invincible. You know how they say the middle child syndrome? So she became easy, helpful, always hidden. Interestingly, she was brilliant, top of her class, but she always avoided visibility. She stayed in the background. In fact, she gave herself a name. She called herself the baddest vision helper. So she was always ready to help everybody else to carry out their own vision, but her own. She didn't trust in herself to carry her own vision. So let's leave Andrea for a bit and come back to you. As women, why are you not unleashing? Why? I mean, in my work with women, I found a number of things. And, take it from me, I work in a male-dominated profession. So you can imagine how I have seen these things, right? And so it has made me want to work with women. And I've always told people, even once I hear somebody who says, oh, I have a daughter that wants to be an actor, please bring her. I'm super excited about encouraging them because I want many more of us to stand up and do these things. So why are we not unleashing? The first is conditioning. Are we aware? When we're growing up, they said, don't be loud, don't outshine, just stay in your corner. Girls are meant to be seen, not heard. Who told you that? It is a lie from the pit of hell. What does the Bible tell us? In Matthew chapter 5, verse 15, it says, no one lights a lamp and keeps it hidden. No one. And certainly not God. He has lit a light in you. There is no way he intended to hide you. Number 2, fear. Many of us are afraid because we think that visibility brings judgment. I caught the last panel where the lady who was talking about purity, I didn't catch her name. She talked about how much judgment she was getting because she was out there doing the assignments. That's really what it is. Many of us are afraid of it. I have a coach, and she made a post a few days ago, and the whole world was dragging her. I said, hey, my coach, this is not what she really meant to. I wanted to go and help her to be shouting everywhere. And no, it's not. She's not like that. But I realized that she was handling her business. She didn't have a problem. And I said to myself, Brenda, maybe that's why you have not blown. I don't have the answer. But many of us are afraid because we believe that once we put ourselves out there, it's judgment that comes next. So hiding feels safe. But guess what? It costs you impact. Number 3, wounds. Wounds as in W-O-U-N-D-S. Some of us have been rejected in the past. We've been dismissed. When we try to speak, people just, it's not your kind of people they are talking to. My friend keep quiet, what do you know that you want to say? All those kind of things that make you feel as if you don't have anything to contribute. And so I want to tell you today that you're not weak. You're just wounded. And guess what? You can heal. You can rise again. Because in Esther chapter 4, verse 14, I really love that scripture that says, perhaps we are born for such a time as this. I'll come back to that scripture. But the fourth reason why you're not unleashing is lack of clarity. I hope people are paying attention, writing notes, taking that, because me, I'm a teacher. When I finish, I will ask you questions. And if you win, I will give you gifts. So I'm serious. If you were not paying attention before, it's time to start now. So the lack of clarity, many of us have this lack of clarity as an issue. You don't know, who am I? What do I carry? Who do I serve? You struggle with these questions, and so you don't even know where to start from. You start to say, okay, they say I should be this way, I should show up. But what am I showing up with? What am I showing up as? Who am I going up to serve? You know, so for people who are clear in what they're supposed to do, it's easier, right? But I'll just tell you today that you're not lacking capacity. What you're lacking is permission. You haven't given yourself permission to actually show up. So let's go back to Andrea. So Andrea had a turning point. One day she just got up and she was tired. Surely life must be more than this. Surely I cannot stay all of my life living second fiddle. And she realized that there was nothing wrong with her capacity. It was just a matter of her giving herself permission. So she went on a journey. She went on a coaching journey and deep spiritual alignment. And what she found was clarity. What she found was healing. What she found was identity. Because you can't do anything if you don't know who you are. You can't do anything if you don't heal from the past traumas of your childhood. And you can't really serve anyone if you're not clear on what you're doing. So she made a decision to stop shrinking. And I'll share you the exact framework that she used that you can use too. This framework is going to be used, I'm going to use the acronym UNLEASH to teach this framework. Are you ready? So what's the first letter of UNLEASH? Good. I want to be sure you're with me. I told you I'm a teacher. U means understand your identity. Because that's really where it starts from. You cannot rise above how you see yourself. If you tell yourself, you know, I love the story of Gideon in the Bible. When God called him and said, hey, mighty man. He said, who, me? It's like, surely it can't be me. He was hiding. You know, we all know the story, right? But you need to see yourself how God sees you and tell yourself enough for you to start to believe it. So you're going to understand your identity and you're going to believe it. That's you. Understand your identity. And name what you carry. Name it. A lot of us, everybody is gifted. Everybody. You know the parable of the talents in the Bible where God gave one, gave one 2, gave one 5. Some of us look at people who look like they have 5 talents and we think, well, God didn't really do something for me. You see that lady now? She's able to be out there, she's singing, she's dancing, she's writing books, she's doing everything. Me, what can I really do? The one that you have, my sister, is enough. Because the Father who gives it to you, gives you according to what you can carry. So name what you carry. Your voice is not noise. Your story is not small. It is actually an assignment. Everything happening to you in life, everything, from the way you were born to all the experiences you went through, it is all part of the assignment. And you know, this thing about naming what you carry, I have 4 children. And my house is full of creative children. So I'm an architect and my husband is an architect too. So you can imagine, everybody's either drawing, doing one thing or the other. Even their mother, I can't even draw like that. But it's a story for another day. These children are better than me. But I have one of my children who doesn't draw. Imagine the house of 4 children, everybody else is drawing and only you doesn't draw. So she felt so bad. I said, Mommy, why am I not talented? So these ones that are drawing, they're also playing piano, they're also doing golf, they're also doing all kinds of things. Why am I not talented? I said, who born you that you're not talented? It's not possible. You're talented. Let's look inwards. And I discovered that this child was writing. She could write from the age of maybe like 6 or 7. I was gathering all her write-ups and I kept on telling her that you're a beautiful writer. You should write. She said, what's that? People are doing things. What is writing? I said, how will I be here? My own child will now not understand who she is. So I said, okay, no problem. Can you please build up your stories? Let's publish. Mommy, I don't have time. You know, before you know, it was academic stuff. Oh, we're writing an exam today. Today is jam. Tomorrow is Bayek. No time. I said, okay. You know what I did, people of God? I gathered all the writing she had been writing as a kid. I gathered everything. I called my secretary in the office. So yeah, type all these things for me. She typed it. I edited it. I put it together. I created cover page, everything on her 18th birthday. I handed it over to her. She was screaming, "Mommy, no! You did that! I can't believe it! How did you make it?" I said, "Open it. They're your stories. I didn't add a line. I just cleaned up the grammar." She was weeping. She was so overwhelmed. Do you know what happened next? She now came back and said, "Okay, Mommy, I have some comments about my book. You see, I don't like the cover. You see, I want us to do this thing. And you know what? I have ideas for another book that will come out as soon as I finish my A-levels. So you see," I was like, "Come on now." One talent. I told her, if God gives you one, you will shine so bright that the person with three will be like, God, it's not as if I cannot really shine. I'm doing my best. You will shine. Because what you have is enough. It's enough. So name what you carry. Where am I now? Good job. L, let go of permission. You see, stop waiting to be chosen. That daughter of mine was waiting that, hey, because this one is the one, it's not even easy to have a younger sister that is all around now. Her younger sister is fire. But I said, not in my house, not under my watch. I am not having that. Everybody is special. So she had to learn to let go of permission and take up a stand and say, okay, so this is me, and this is who I'm going to be. So each and every one of you, stop waiting to be chosen. Stand up today and say what you want to be known for, what you want to be visible for. Just get up. Nobody's going to give you platform. Instagram is open for all of us. Today, like this, open Instagram page. Set ring light, start talking. Is that not all? There's nothing left again. No? In fact, in the last 2 days, I've seen Instagram posts that came to me, I don't know how, of two young girls, two different girls, and how they had made great platforms. Very young girls, they're under 30. Excellent platforms just by telling their story. One of them was so profound. She said she had tried, she wanted to study medicine. She had written the exams 6 times. 6 times. And she only got in on the 6th time. Imagine trying over and over. Will people not tell you that it's okay, change the course? Is it by force? They're actually in medicine. In fact, you know what? People that started school, they've already finished. What are you still looking for? By the 6th time she got in. And when she got in, she said, they will know that I've come. She set ring lights and started doing community. She said, let us go this journey together. And before you know it, she realized that there was something that she was struggling with. I started to help. She set up a community. Do you know that this girl, she has not finished the medicine. She has been called by UN to go here, speak here, called by UNDP, called by, she now, what brought her page to me, she was now named as 30 Forbes under 30. I'm like, oh my goodness. Because she refused to stay down. Nobody gave her a platform. She was sharing her stories and the numbers started growing. That's really all you need. Just let go of permission. Start. Where are we? E, engage visibility. Speak. Show up. Write. Lead. Anywhere you find yourself. If you say, oh hey, I don't like to do makeup, I can't do video, I can't do, yeah, right now. Nobody's checking your makeup in the book. Abi? Or do audio podcast. If you say you like to speak and you like to be on video, oh yeah, do YouTube now. We are ready for you anyhow it takes. Okay, you are still in school. Or you show up in the association and say, please, I will send myself up. I want to do something. You can stand up to lead, volunteer, show up in places. That's how to engage visibility, right? In the workplace, everywhere you find yourself. Because Matthew chapter 5 verse 16 tells us to let your light so shine before men. You know, I've listened to this passage all my life, but I recently understood the word "so" in that scripture. It says, let your light so shine before men. Don't just shine like, see now, am I not shining like this? But so shine that what? There's the bottom part of that scripture. What's the so that what will happen? Why are we shining? That men will glorify your Father in heaven. So in case you did not really feel like shining, say, all this visibility talk is too much, they're stressing me. But surely you want us to glorify your Father in heaven, don't you? Is there anybody that doesn't want us to glorify his Father? You wouldn't want us to glorify your Father. So in case you were thinking, oh, this visibility is too much trouble, I'm just letting you know that this is not me, this is the Bible, okay? It says you should let your light so shine before men that they do what? Give glory to your Father in heaven. So, go and start shining. Letter what? Activate audacity. You saw my sister on the stage there. I was feeling her when she said, I mean, it was you who was talking about natural hair. As I was walking out here, I was like, yes, now we are natural hair now. Come on now, who is going to stop us? I've taken down my pictures with wig. If you call me for an event and you put a picture of wig that you got from my Instagram, I'll tell you to go and remove it. This is my new look. Take it off, right? That's how I show up. If the day I want to wear wig because I want to, don't tell me to wear wig to your event. Who do you think you are? So we activate audacity. This is how I want to show up. This is who I am. And you know how they say, do it afraid. We don't do that here. We're children of God. Fear has no business in our directory. What do we do instead? We do it anointed. We don't do it afraid. Nobody, if I hear it in your mouth again, throw away that thing from your vocabulary. There is no fear. The Spirit of the Lord has been given to you is not one of fear. It is what? Please, if I hear that do it afraid in you again, I will soon finish. I'm at the end. And then, how many minutes? I'm doing well. I will finish before that time. So, the next one is, you can also do it imperfectly. Do you understand? Give yourself the permission not to be perfect. Just start. You know, I have a very favorite story about things like this. Is iPhone. The iPhone, everybody knows the iPhone. What number are we on now? iPhone what? 17. So if iPhone was waiting to be perfect before they started, maybe it's now they'll be bringing out one. Do you know how many billions they've made with their imperfect 1, 2, 3, 4? What are you waiting for? There's a reason why there are upgrades. Start now. Start imperfectly. And as you go, the audience will tell you what to improve. And you will improve, you will improve, you will improve. These are only issues number what now? If she was waiting to start, look at, it's on the 5th one that we're doing magazine. If she was waiting for everything to be complete, we would not have started. We should start, okay? Because audacity is not arrogance. It's in response to how God sees you. S. You need to stand through resistance. Because there will be resistance. Where's our auntie that was telling us about the resistance she was getting? People dragging her online. They will drag you. But criticism will come. Doubt will come. In fact, the devil will slap you back because who are you to be talking about something like this? But do it anyway. Do it anyway. And the last but not the least, what letter? H. Heal as you rise. You know, I talked about wounds. You need to heal. And I want to let you know that you don't even need to be fully healed before you show up. Because healing does not happen in hiding. It happens in motion. As you come out, you get healed. So, there's a version of you that this conference was designed to unlock. Perhaps this is your time. This is the time. You know how we said it in Esther, you were born for a time like this? This is the time. This is what's going to shift here today. But I want you to give me 2 minutes to please stand up because we have to do this declaration so that you can feel it in your head. 2 minutes. It's 8 they gave me. I'm almost done. Declaration, please. Everybody say after me. I choose to unleash.
I choose to unleash.
My voice will not be silenced.
My voice will not be silenced.
I will take up space.
I will take up space.
And I will show up fully.
And I will show up fully.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Please have a seat while I round up. So remember the story of Andrea? Do you know where she is now? Andrea has written and published 12 books. Andrea is running a community with 300 women plus. Andrea has helped over 40 authors create legacy books. Andrea leads a major multi-million naira business. Andrea is no longer hidden. She's fully unleashed. My name is Brenda Onaworo, and Andrea is me. So because of this is the work that I do. I help women find their voice, own their story, and step into visibility. Because when a woman is unleashed, she doesn't just change her life. She changes every life connected to her. So, for my gifts, who is going to win it? Let me see who was most attentive. You do the question for me. This book is the story of my unleashing. So in case this my how many minutes talk was too short for you, you get the full one there. So I need to know somebody who was paying attention, who will dare to tell me what the whole unleash means. Oh, you're the first to raise your hand. Come. Sorry, I didn't look that way. Don't worry, I have one. If she fails, we'll come this way. The full unleash. You will help me account it. You. Eh? All right, let's go.
My name is Busola. Climb up. Can we please put our hands together for her, please? My name is Busola. U stands for understand your identity. N stands for need more to carry. L stands for let's go of permission. E stands for engage visibility. A stands for activate audacity. S stands for stand through resistance. Y stands for feel as right.
I'm so excited to give you this book. Are you a student? No wonder. Cramming is in your DNA. Because I'm like, just like that. Even me, I had to be checking the book. Is she correct? Wow, well done. Thank you so much.
Celebrate now.
Well done, Busola. You see, that's how Busola just got her 5 minutes of fame. Thank you very much, and I hope you had a nice time.
Thank you, ma'am.